Today we'll be continuing talking about sequences, finding the next number in the sequence. So what are they? A list of numbers or patterns or shapes that have a rule Y to help predict, evaluate, and monitor what will happen. For instance, how much money you could have in your piggy bank. An interesting fact is the symbol for division is called an obolus. Let's get started. So let's make sure if we follow these 4 steps, you will get it correct more often than not. So check addition or subtraction. Next step, check a multiplication or division. And then 3, check another operation. So that's what we're going to be mainly focusing on in this video. And then 4, write the rule. So as we can see in this first example, it is increasing. So it's either going to be addition or subtraction. Let's take a look at the first term, which is 49.5. The second term is 50.0. So there's increasing by something. So let's add the gaps. And then if we take a guess, it will be, 0.5 for all of them. Let's see. That's correct. So let's go ahead and then put the missing numbers in. 51.5 and 52.0. The rule is add 0.5. Let's check the terms. What's the second term? It's 50.0. What is the fourth term? 51.0. That is, so let's move on to example 2. So in this particular example, we see that it's increasing, so therefore it's going to be addition or multiplication. So let's take a look at the gaps. Let's take a guess. Let's see, since it's 17, let's see the difference. 64 and 81, the difference is 17. But the difference between 81 and 100 is not 17. So it's not addition. Okay, well, at least it's not 17 and 17. Okay, so maybe if we take a look at 81 and 100, what's the difference? It's going to be 19, and then the other one's going to be 21. Okay, so, oh look, there's a pattern. 17, 19, 21, 23. So, then that means my answers are going to be 144 and 169. And the rule is going to be square numbers, or you can say, or add 17 and then increase by 2 after each gap. Or you can even say, add consecutive odd numbers starting at 17. So that is a third option you could do. Let's take a look at the terms. What is the third term? It's going to be 100. And the seventh term is going to be 196. So let's move on to example 3. As we can see, it's increasing. So therefore, addition or multiplication. Let's add the gaps. Let's take a guess. Add 5 because 4 and 9 is difference is 5. And as we can see, 9 plus 15 does not give me 19. It gives me 14. So plus 5 doesn't work. So let's try something else. So at that point, you might want to find the gaps in between each thing and see if it looks like a pattern. So if we do that, we get 10, 20, 40. Oh, look, there's a pattern. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20, and so on. So if we fill in the gap, if we add 40 to 39, we get 79. That means my rule is add 5, then double after each gap, or something similar. And then let's take a look at the fifth term, 79, and the seventh term, 319. So let's take a look at example 4, filling in the missing boxes. So if we take a look, the top row and the bottom row are share, top and bottom row share are linked. There we go. Are linked, and therefore, if we take a look at the first one, number 1 of boxes is 1, and rat of hats is 3. So if we look 2 and 4, there's a pattern happening. 3 and 5. So what do you think 4 is going to be? 6. Add 2. Okay, so look here. If we have 43 here, what do you think is going to be here? I think it's going to be the opposite. So we're going to subtract it, and we're going to get 41. So what's the rule? The rule is add 2 to the number of boxes. And there you go. Now it's going to be your turn. And I'm going to give you a few seconds to pause the video so you can write down the answers on your own and then verify after that. So 3, 2, and 1. If you got them correct, well done. If you didn't, no worries. There's always tomorrow.